The Ural Works of Civil Aviation, or UZGA, has disclosed that Russia's new VK-800 turboprop engine will be used in 3 upcoming domestic aircraft programs and may also support the repowering of previously manufactured L-410 aircraft as of February 5, 2026. The announcement has attracted substantial attention across the aviation world because it signals not only technical progress, but also a broader strategic initiative aimed at strengthening aviation's self-reliance. As Altitude Addicts, the YouTube channel bringing you this analysis, explains, developments like these often mark the beginning of long-term industry transformation. The program reflects Russia's ongoing effort to reinforce its regional and light aviation sector while reducing dependence on foreign aircraft components. Supply chain disruptions and sanctions have created persistent challenges, making domestic engine development increasingly important for stability and future growth. To understand the significance of this engine, it helps to trace the journey from concept to operational reality. For several years, UZGA has been conducting research and development on the VK-800 engine, with early design work beginning in 2019. By 2022, engineers had assembled a gas generator and initiated ground testing, representing a major achievement for a country that had not produced a modern turboprop engine in the roughly 800 horsepower class domestically for decades. Originally referred to as the M610 project, the VK-800 family was created to satisfy modern requirements for efficiency, weight reduction, maintainability, and operational flexibility. Engineers prioritized reliability above all else, ensuring the engine could perform effectively in a wide range of climates, from Arctic cold to the intense heat of southern regions. Altitude Addicts notes that designing for such extremes is essential in a nation where aircraft frequently operate far from major maintenance hubs. This level of adaptability is especially important because aviation often serves remote communities with limited ground infrastructure. In many cases, dependable aircraft are not simply a convenience, but a lifeline connecting isolated populations to essential services. Looking deeper into the machine itself reveals why interest continues to grow. The VK-800 is a turboprop powerplant producing approximately 807 to 870 horsepower, depending on configuration and operating conditions. Several variants are currently in development, including the VK-800 SM, primarily intended for single-engine aircraft, and the VK-800 SP, designed specifically for trainer platforms. Additional adaptations are expected to support specialized aviation roles. Altitude Addicts highlights that the engine is widely considered superior to the H-200 engine previously used on aircraft, such as the L-410, particularly in terms of fuel efficiency and overall weight. Maintainability has also been a central design priority. Engineers ensured that the engine's hot section can be removed and serviced independently, a feature that may reduce life cycle costs while minimizing operational downtime. This advantage becomes even more meaningful for operators in remote regions where transporting engines to centralized maintenance facilities can be both costly and logistically difficult. Moving from engineering to real-world validation, the transition from laboratory testing to flight operations marked a critical phase of the VK-800 program. In mid-2025, the engine was evaluated using a flying testbed based on the Yak-40LL. During these flights, engineers assessed throttle response, fuel consumption, stability across power settings, and overall system integration. A defining milestone arrived on December 24, 2025, when the LMS-901 Baikal light utility aircraft successfully completed its first flight powered by the VK-800, together with the AV-901 propeller. The aircraft reportedly reached speeds of about 210 kilometers per hour at altitudes up to 400 meters, with all propulsion systems functioning as intended. Pilots evaluated handling characteristics, redundancy systems, and emergency shutdown procedures, confirming stable performance throughout the test. For Russia's aviation sector, this was far more than a routine test flight. It demonstrated the country's capability to domestically develop a modern turboprop engine and integrate it into next-generation aircraft platforms. As Altitude Addicts explains, moments like these often signal a shift from technological dependence toward industrial confidence. Viewing the development through the lens of the Sanctions era further clarifies its strategic value. In recent years, access to foreign engines and aviation components has become increasingly complicated, creating obstacles for numerous aircraft programs. Historically, many regional and light aircraft depended on imported propulsion systems, leaving operators vulnerable to geopolitical uncertainty. The VK-800 therefore represents not just a technical accomplishment, but a strategic asset. Domestic engine production can stabilize the manufacturing pipeline while potentially positioning national aircraft for export markets seeking alternatives to Western suppliers. Equally important is the engine's ability to operate in harsh environments, where diversion airports may be hundreds of kilometers away and emergency infrastructure is limited. Reliability in such conditions can significantly enhance both operational safety and economic efficiency. One of the most fascinating aspects of the announcement is the possibility of re-engining existing L-410 aircraft. The L-410 has a long and distinguished history, having been developed in Czechoslovakia and introduced into production during the 1970s before becoming a cornerstone of regional aviation across the Soviet Union. During the 1980s, production exceeded 80 aircraft per year, with the USSR serving as the primary customer. The aircraft earned the nickname Flying Minibus because it connected remote settlements through dense local air networks. In the 2010s, UZGA manufactured the L-410 in cooperation with the Czech company Aircraft Industries. Both firms were owned by the same Russian parent corporation, the Ural Mining and Metallurgical Company, until 2022, when the Czech business was sold to European owners due to sanctions-related operational constraints. Approximately 130 aircraft were produced during this cooperative era in the UVPE-20 and L-410NG variants across facilities in the Czech Republic and Russia. By 2025, open registry data indicated that roughly 60 aircraft remained in service with the Russian Aerospace forces, while at least 30 additional planes were operated by airlines and other organizations. Replacing older engines with the VK-800 could extend the operational life of these aircraft while improving efficiency, making the proposal particularly attractive on the surface. However, Altitude Addicts cautions that the scale of such modernization will likely remain limited despite its appeal. Not every aircraft justifies the cost of re-engining, since economic feasibility depends heavily on airframe age, structural condition, and remaining service life. Retrofitting also demands extensive certification work, engineering modifications, and operational testing, all of which can be time-consuming and expensive. Production priorities are therefore expected to favor newly built aircraft, designed specifically around the VK-800 rather than legacy platforms. Even with encouraging test results, several important questions remain, particularly regarding the pace of serial production. Transitioning from prototypes to high-volume manufacturing requires a mature supply chain, skilled personnel, and a comprehensive maintenance ecosystem. Certification must also validate safety, durability, and performance across a wide spectrum of operational scenarios. Authorities and industry leaders have suggested that major certification milestones could be achieved between 2026 and 2027, although complex aerospace programs frequently encounter schedule adjustments. Still, the overall momentum suggests steady progress. Stepping back to view the broader picture reveals that the VK-800 is more than just a new engine. It symbolizes a wider transformation underway within Russia's civil aviation sector. If production scales successfully and certification proceeds without major setbacks, the engine could become foundational technology supporting pilot training aircraft, regional passenger transports, and utility planes serving isolated communities. Its introduction signals a deliberate move toward technological independence, a strategy likely to influence the aviation landscape for decades. The potential re-engining of the L-410 further highlights the engine's flexibility, even if upgrades ultimately occur on a modest scale. In many ways, the VK-800 program demonstrates how necessity can accelerate innovation. By investing in domestic propulsion technology, Russia aims to secure the long-term resilience of its aviation network and ensure that aircraft continue connecting vast territories regardless of external pressures. Whether powering brand new platforms like the Baikal or extending the lifespan of proven workhorses such as the LM410, the VK-800 appears ready to play a central role in the next chapter of regional aviation, and Altitude Addicts will be following every development closely. If you liked the video, please subscribe, share, and like. Also, please take the membership of Altitude Addicts to encourage us.